Hello? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll get back to you. I just missed on your message. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done, okay? Yeah, thank you so much for understanding. Alright. Okay. Bye-bye. I get it. You pick up the phone because it's urgent. At this time and age, it's so hard to decipher which is urgent as long as it goes into our notifications in our social media accounts, in our iPads, mobile devices, and our laptops, of course. It has been a great headache for adults to get children to unhook from these devices too. In today's session, we will unravel different ways for us to get our children to focus on our daily activities by unplugging from their gadgets or mobile devices. Hack 1. Be a role model. Scientists have said that children don't follow what you say, but what you do. Letting go of our gadgets is easier said than done. These gadgets are means for us to communicate with our families and friends, or maybe they're in another place. But then, it's also important for us to make time with those people who are with us, especially our family and the children. First, you can implement hands-free zones. What do we mean by this? For instance, during meal times, get your table to be mobile phone free. Take the time to communicate with your children. Ask them how their day has been, or what are the things that interest them, or maybe things that upsets them. And if you must, switch off your phone or turn it into silent mode during the mealtime so that it becomes a habit for everyone. And of course, so that you won't feel the rush that when you hear your notification, you will suddenly rush and go and take your phone, right? Okay, so it will not be easy at first, but you can make it. You can do it. Because of the global lockdown, children have gotten used to a lot of online learning, home-based learning. Everything seems to be online, and to do this they need to have their computers, their mobile devices, or even use the handphones. It allows them to spend a lot of time in front of screens. This will have become the new normal. However, I can think of at least two things that might happen due to the increasing exposure of children to gadgets. First, a lot of children will have more tendency to need to wear glasses at a younger age. And of course, because they're so used to being on the screen and interacting with people online, it might be harder for them to interact with real people around them. Right now, with COVID around us, it would take time before we can actually say that it's safe for us and our children to go out and enjoy and have the interaction. That's why we adults, we parents and caregivers should step in and fill in that missing interaction and physical touch that the children are missing. To do this, we have to prepare learning spaces for children at home. It doesn't have to be a very big space, okay? So, first, maybe you can decide to have a big box wherein you can put all the materials that your children can use. And then they can just take from there whatever they need at the moment and then keep it back. You will have taught them how to clean up and only take what they need. Or another way is for you to allocate a small table or a small space for them and just put all the materials that they can access anytime they want. Here in Singapore, children as young as 2 years old are already exposed to different recyclable materials that they can use for their arts and crafts. And of course, you can do this too. How? First, collect some recyclable materials that you can find in the home. It can be boxes or core of tissue rolls that you have not used, or recyclable paper. You can introduce them and guide them to very simple activities such as textured art, paper rubbing, or creating 3D structures. I do agree that it's almost impossible for us to take away the gadgets from children because at this time and age, information technology is very important and social media has become an integral part of how children and even us, how we interact to people around us. So, of course, what we can do is, and this is what I want to teach you, is Hack number 3, limit your children's gadget time. I know, it's not exactly as simple as it sounds. Actually, I want to tell you a secret, okay? Are you ready to hear a secret? If you tell children 5 minutes or 10 minutes, actually, they don't know what time means. They don't know what 5 minutes or 10 minutes means. So, it's very important for you to teach them time concepts to let them know when is 5 minutes up or 10 minutes up. How do we do this? First is you can probably have an alarm that will set to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe 20 minutes of gadget time. For older children, what you can actually do is to show them an actual clock or a digital clock for them to look out on the time. And then they can actually say what time it is, and they can say what is 20 minutes after this timing, or what is 5 minutes after 5 o'clock. And just like anything that we teach to anybody, adults and children alike, the most difficult part is only the beginning. So I'm sure that if you've already established the time concepts and the time limits with your child, it will be very easy for you. And it's not only that, they also know more about the time concepts, and it will be very helpful for their day-to-day lives. This has been Teacher Hazel, here to empower you.